Good evening, everybody, and welcome here to the Sports Talk Network. And here to see is Wrestling Ramble. We did an episode here. We talk about WWE. Happy holidays, everybody. Hope your Thanksgiving was awesome. Mine was with me and my family, so hope yours was just as grand for those that did celebrate. WWE had their holiday themed Thanksgiving episode. They're heading into Thanksgiving now. After that, they're on our road to TLC, 4 weeks away. Getting some stuff on. I mean, Raw and SmackDown, the shows here in this past week. Not too bad, I would say, of episodes, but certainly were interesting in their own right. Which one do I think the better? Probably SmackDown overall. But overall, two shows that definitely could have improved in general. I mean, I know some people were saying worst Raw ever. It certainly wasn't as entertaining as I thought it would be. And with some of the stuff that was booked on, not really too much to share. Though I did like, I stated on Twitter how with the authority figures, Baron Corbin, abuse of power and killing himself, general manager elect, because Braun Strowman unable to, or as of right now, unable to be at the match with TLC that was going to be their one-on-one contest. Maybe Kurt Angle gets back in the mix. Angle versus Corbin one-on-one instead of having what people thought was going to be the Survivor Series match, Team Angle versus Team Corbin. Get Kurt Angle versus Baron Corbin one-on-one, not WrestleMania, but at TLC. Though for Angle, it wouldn't be the stipulation of if he wins, he gets the champion. Brock Lesnar at Royal Rumble, if he wins, he gets the job back. So the whole storyline thing would be changing a little bit more if that was the case. So I think this is setting up maybe that and WWE being hopeful that Braun Strowman would be able to make it. And oh my gosh, what a surprise. Braun actually shows up. Even though not a surprise, at TLC as the referee's counting down to 10 for Baron Corbin to get the win and become the general manager permanently. So general manager elect. I kind of like that. How you kind of like how, with president elect and other things. Using that title, trying to use that in a storyline in WWE. So I didn't mind that part of it. And the story was being told throughout the night, either be with me, be against me sort of thing with Baron Corbin as a manager. So it's interesting how we have two heel general managers, or seems like heel general managers, as it's plain to see with Baron Corbin and Stephanie McMahon. And then on SmackDown Live, we have you face authority figures with General Manager Paige and Commissioner Shane McMahon. So I kind of find that a little bit interesting in its own right within the fields of thinking of Raw and SmackDown individually together along with WWE. Either way, for a Monday Night Raw, for SmackDown Live this week, they weren't the greatest week. That's probably why even some of my team members won't be able to join me tonight because A, they're busy and doing other things, but also how much do they even want to be discussed on their end. Though their opinions are always good to hear each and every week, whether it's simply Kyron, who's kind enough to usually join every week, or others. And Kyron, who's at school, talk about an effort to be able to do that because he focused on school, especially if any finals or anything going on. Or well, he's in college now, so he's probably in a winter break right now. I remember how college worked. Sorry, I was watching a music video on here on my television with Annalisa Vanderpool, who have you seen pictures of her on Instagram? Still on. Anyways, Raw was the worst Raw ever. No, but even for me, that's a glass half full kind of person. Not too many positives to take out of the show, quite honestly. And the things that I'm taking out of it is personal, specific things that I enjoyed, which I did. I did enjoy with the authority figures, with Alexa Bliss now being put in this role while they will be buying time to hopefully be able to clear her and let her be back in the ring. But as of now, being the authority figure, excuse me, sorry about that. My bad. The authority figure for the women's division on Monday Night Raw. So I thought that was actually pretty cool. As you have Paige, technically the authority figure overall for SmackDown as a general manager, but as a woman representative, they're there, here. So either way, I actually thought it was pretty cool how WWE having that kind of job. So having Alexa Bliss on screen each and every week, whether short little segments or something bigger, either way, having her still be seen and heard, she's still a great heel as she's always been. Then she won't be forgotten, and hopefully, like I said, she'll be cleared and be able to come back and be able to be in a wrestling capacity. But like I said, that's pretty much for Monday Night Raw. And I did enjoy it. Did I think it was the worst Raw ever? No. It's certainly not the best one, but I thought it was okay. That's for sure. I mean, you had Ziggler versus Seth Rollins for this Intercontinental Championship. So that was, as it usually is, a good match. I know people complain about how we see these matches 100 times, and in a sense, I understand, but for some superstars, there's a reason for that. And there's some matchups, let's say Sasha Banks and Charlotte Flair, or Alexa Bliss and Charlotte Flair, where it was a feud or just a match. Point is, Charlotte Flair and Alexa Bliss with anybody. Or the Kevin Owens, Sami Zayn, the Fight Forever stuff. There's ones that you don't mind seeing so many times. House shows, Raw, SmackDowns, pay-per-view events. And that could be the case with the Ziggler Rollins match. One of their feuds they've had in the past before. So it certainly would be interesting, and I'm enjoying this road to TLC in regards to the best storyline for Monday Night Raw brand getting into TLC is Seth Rollins versus Dean Ambrose for the Intercontinental Championship. Now on the SmackDown side, we have a triple threat match for the SmackDown Women's Championship that has me looking forward to that for different reasons, but still, you're gonna have Charlotte Flair versus Asuka versus Becky Lynch. For Becky Lynch's SmackDown Live Women's Championship. Will she be dropping it? We'll go back to Charlotte. Will Asuka actually get a title reign? Actually, I deserved it after winning the Royal Rumble. We thought something was going to be happening there. Then people thought she was dead in the water. Her career was dead in the water, and she was going to just up and leave WWE because they're terrible booking of her. I told everybody just relax. RELX. Relax. It's going to be fine. She's going to be fine. It all going to be good. For real. And it seems whether or not she wins the title at TLC, putting her in that match shows me something of positivity in regards to Asuka's career. So I think Asuka's going to be just fine indeed. Excuse me. I really should check up on the football game, Saints Cowboys. But anyways, I'm watching some Disney Channel and some other things. But anyways, hopefully Raw and SmackDown Live shows next week improve. This is kind of, as people call it, downtime. And as you see in the title of this video for this week's episode, if only WWE had a off season, a 1 month off season would be December. And I've been saying that for a while, though obviously I'm not the only one that have said that. I'm part of a majority there. And Kyron, Stephen A., others have brought this up before in the past, maybe even before I ever did. And that's, kudos to them. But I've said here in this program in the past that WWE should have a 1 month break in a full month, December 1st to January 1st there. So you have those specific holidays. If you don't want the whole holiday season with them off, okay, and I understand about losing money and why they do keep shows on going on, house shows, Raw, SmackDowns, and pay-per-views for the month of December or into the holidays period, still business. But it's a business that makes millions and billions of dollars, let alone with ticket sales, also with their partnerships. And they just got a good chunk of change from Fox Company for buying SmackDown Live. That will be debuting on Fox Sports 1, I believe, to the October of 2019. I believe it will be moving back to Friday Night SmackDown there. So it's no longer SmackDown Live, just SmackDown. At that time, I assume. So that's certainly going to be interesting, awesome, and entertaining in its own right to see how that all goes down. But yeah, it's just, I would think it would be best for WWE to have a 1 month And like I said, December 1st, January 1st, no house shows, no this, no that. Maybe have a Summer Awards where they all get together, reminisce, and actually have real voting and real things. Like for once, nothing staged in that sense. Everything just being real, right? We have enough about kayfabe dying with photos of superstars together out and about during tour events and otherwise, which they're allowed to do. That's not that. It's just, that is what it is. So might as well let that be the case that they have a 1 month reprieve, a 1 month break, be with family, invited to this event if they want to come or not. Or bring their families, just that kind of just relaxing, enjoying the holidays, specifically Christmas or whatever you and your family celebrate, to enjoy it. So I think that would be best. That would be good for WWE, the company, and its branding, and what that message was sent not only to its employees and its company in that sense, but to the general public overall. Whether they spend it or not, either way, positive for the company, positive for employees, right? This is for the office and for the talent. Getting this month's break, spending time with the family, recuperating, relaxing. Obviously, they would certainly enjoy that as well. And also for the fans, and content creators, but just lump ourselves in with the fans. We are fans foremost and fore often, as much as we are content creators, YouTubers, otherwise, in the broadcasting world and journalism. In regards to WWE Pro Wrestling, we enjoy covering the company and covering pro wrestling. And in regards to WWE, it would be nice as well to have a 1 month break, specifically with WWE. It's our own thing. If we keep doing other things with our YouTube channels or our podcasts or whatever people do, right? That's your own business. But in regards to WWE and pro wrestling, or in regards to WWE, December, nothing's happening. No, like I said, no house show, no Raw, SmackDown, no pay-per-view. And that would be great for WWE, great for the employees of WWE in the office or as a talent, and then good for broadcasters, journalists, and fans, all lumped into one there as well. So those three strong approach of how that would be very beneficial for the company overall. Again, I know it's just it's a business, and money talks makes you walk, but you'll be fine. You'll be able to make it up when you hit back start with January 2nd or whenever the next Raw is after that, or the first house show. That'd be, you know what I mean? In their calendar, just restart the machine again, right? You turn on that switch again. It was off for 1 month. Let it retrieve. Let it settle. Let it sit. Like you're in people in manufacturing kind of jobs. Let that machine sit and settle, like it usually does for 24 hours until you get back to work the next day, or whatever X amount of hours, and then do it again, the next day, each day. But in regards to WWE, let it sit and settle for a whole month. Come back January 2nd or whatever, after the holiday break, you can even call it, for everybody, to include the McMahons themselves, and just your time with your family for the whole month. And then you hit the ground running January 2nd on the road to WrestleMania. Like I said, you'll be making your money back. The first show of the new year, if you have that break, will be, you'll have views, in general, not just because, and the anticipation for that episode of Raw off the heels of, let's say, where they would have this first break, would be even more so, 10 times greater than it is in general after we try to just judge through and get past December. People are focused on house, family, and other things that they're just not as focused on specific things in regards to WWE. So I think that would be great for the company, and those three reasons I said a couple times here, rambling on. But hopefully, and I'm suggesting, because hopefully, and I do say hopefully, it does become a reality in my lifetime. WWE does have a off season, a 1 month off season at the very least. And if you're gonna pick a month, pick December, the holidays, right? The holiday time. So I think that'd be great. Like I said, you'll still be able to make that money back, whatever you would have lost financially for having this 1 month break, 1 month off season. Road to WrestleMania, Road to Royal Rumble specifically, first Raw show of 2019 or the next year. People will be psyched and excited for it because hey, they actually gave WWE people some time off for themselves, this and that, and they're ready to hit the ground running when they come back ready to work, and then back into that crazy full schedule for the whole next calendar year. They're first ending the WWE years. I call it from the night after WrestleMania to the next WrestleMania as a WWE year, but the calendar year itself to each year, you hit the ground running to do work, and then look forward to the next one. If that, then people are able to start planning ahead for the December month off, what they would do, or planning trips with their loved ones, or whatever for the next holiday season if they're already thinking about that. But at that point, that'd be down the road. But I'm just saying for WWE and worrying about losing so much money if they did do that, they'd still be able to make it up in regards to when they come back in the new year. First Raw, Road to WrestleMania, Road to Royal Rumble specifically. We'll make it up tenfold with the house shows, Raw, SmackDowns, and obviously the pay-per-view events itself that make good money for the company. And we'll find other ways and avenues of any money in other ways as well, to make up whatever money they lost. I think it'd be great because I think they would even be able to get more money in cash flow wise with sponsors and be able to, if we're doing this and being that type of company and, one that hasn't done it before but now doing it, might open some eyes to other companies that want to work with WWE and be partnerships and otherwise. So I think that'd be best. I hope that they do. I give it a chance or a shot at all, but we'll see. But yeah, I just want to share all that. Raw and SmackDown, like I said, not too much going on. The biggest things being SmackDown with the triple threat for the women's title. You have Daniel Bryan versus AJ Styles for the WWE title. The rematch at TLC. The Raw side, you have Seth Rollins and Dean Ambrose, the number one feud on that side for the Intercontinental Championship. Brock Lesnar will not be at TLC. There is no Universal title match. Baron Corbin versus Braun Strowman. Tentatively, if Braun Strowman wins, he gets to face Brock at Royal Rumble for the Universal title. And if Baron Corbin wins, he gets to become the permanent general manager of Monday Night Raw. Then we also have Nia Jax getting her title match that she earned at Evolution, winning that women's battle royal. To face Ronda Rousey for the Raw Women's Championship at TLC. And obviously other matches will be announced. They haven't already that I'm forgetting. So pardon me. Everybody, welcome to follow me on Instagram and Snapchat. At StevieK_06. I usually reply, especially I'm being more active on Snapchat. It's the first time I've owned a smartphone. I've had it for a year now, but it's the first time with a smartphone and Snapchat, even though I've owned the phone for a year, I haven't really, I, of course, downloaded Snapchat. It's one of the first things I did when I got the smartphone. January, February 2017 of this year. So maybe not a full year, but close to it. Anyways, that's the first thing I downloaded and got, but I had to learn what Snapchat was, and they only show for a short time, 24 hours, and you can't keep them all, unfortunately. But then you finally learned you could, and if I knew that in the beginning, and all the other stuff, like you learn. So I'm enjoying that. Anyways, you're welcome to follow me on Snapchat and Instagram at StevieK_06. I am one that responds pretty quickly if I'm, available to my phone or laptop. To either one, I reply pretty quickly because that's just how I am. I don't like to leave things read or in, highlighted, meaning, haven't read yet or unopened for too long. Whether it's Facebook messages, DMs on Twitter, if I see it, I reply right straight fast after I think of a response or if there's a question or whatever it is. I'm always one that likes to reply as soon as possible for people because they took time to reach out to me, or whether it's in whatever kind of comment or message, or even like a family member in something serious, right? No matter what, whether serious or funny or just interacting with, let's say, a single female, 19, 21 years old, well, that's fine too. But either way, there you go. Unfortunately, my team members were unable to make it tonight because, like I said, Raw and SmackDown, not too much to talk about. So I understand that part of it. Big NFL game going on, and I'm sure other things as well. Hope to see them next week. We're only 4 weeks away from Christmas. And I do say happy holidays to everybody. Or follow me on Twitter at @TheRamble_WWE. Subscribe to this channel. Leave a comment in the comment section below of what you think of anything that I said. And I hope to hear from most of you. I do enjoy doing this. I do like interacting with people. That's why I want to get into broadcasting as a career, whether it's talking WWE, working for WWE, or for myself talking about WWE, meaning making Sports Talk Network an actual, true, legitimate network. And making broadcasting around local. I mean, I've written and reached out to local TV shows and radio stations for sports broadcasting, whether it's football or otherwise. But we'll certainly see how that goes moving forward. I mean, I've learned patience when I was in the military. It's a hurry up and wait mentality, and I'm used to it now. Doesn't mean I love it, but I'm used to it. Engraved in my head. You're used to it. You deal with it. Somewhat learn to like it, but it be what that be. Anyways, I thank you all that have watched live and will be watching archive. Welcome to like the video, of course. Share the video to anybody you want. Anybody. Whether it's a friend, family member, WWE superstar, NFL player, porn star, novelist, whoever you think just randomly to send to, that's really appreciated. Hope you all have a great, or even local broadcaster that you might know, your local TV network, your local CBS affiliate, news at 10 or something. Because I'm always looking, ready to start that career. 30, ready to go. I'm ready, willing, and able. But more so, ready, willing, and able. Hit the ground running in that regard, any position at all. So again, I hope you all have a great rest of your evening, your Friday. I hope your weekend is awesome. Watching football or whatever you're doing. Stay safe, but have fun. And above all else, as always, take care.